B vitamins are foundational to the body's ability to produce and maintain healthy red blood cells, and among them, vitamin B6, pyridoxine, vitamin B9, folate, and vitamin B12, cobalamin, form a particularly critical trio. These nutrients work in close partnership at every stage of red blood cell development, from DNA synthesis to hemoglobin production and cellular maturation. Without adequate levels of these vitamins, red blood cells become malformed, inefficient, or too few in number, leading to various forms of anemia and reduced oxygen delivery throughout the body. While each of these three B vitamins has unique functions, their roles intersect at crucial points, making them collectively essential for sustaining the oxygen-carrying capacity that powers every cell and organ. Folate, B9, is perhaps the most visibly involved in red blood cell formation, as it is directly required for the synthesis of DNA during cell division. This process is especially rapid in the bone marrow, where millions of red blood cells are produced each second. When folate levels are insufficient, the bone marrow struggles to produce cells that can mature properly. Instead of forming healthy, compact red blood cells, it produces abnormally large ones, a condition known as megaloblastic anemia. These oversized cells have difficulty passing through capillaries and often die prematurely, leading to fatigue, weakness, and pallor. Folate is found abundantly in dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, legumes such as lentils and chickpeas, and in fortified grains and cereals. For women of childbearing age, folate is doubly important, as it also prevents birth defects and supports the rapid production of maternal and fetal red blood cells during pregnancy. Vitamin B12 works closely with folate in this process. It is required to convert inactive folate into its usable form, making it an indispensable partner in DNA synthesis. Without B12, even if dietary folate is adequate, it cannot be effectively utilized, leading to the same type of megaloblastic anemia. Moreover, B12 supports the health of the bone marrow and nervous system, both of which are intimately involved in the regulation and function of red blood cells. A deficiency in B12 often takes longer to appear but can be more insidious, leading not only to anemia but also to irreversible nerve damage if left uncorrected. Since B12 is found almost exclusively in animal-based foods like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, individuals following vegan or strict vegetarian diets are at higher risk of deficiency and should ensure they receive B12 through fortified foods or supplements. Regular intake of B12 is essential for anyone relying on plant-based diets or with conditions that impair absorption, such as pernicious anemia or gastrointestinal disorders. Vitamin B6 plays a distinct but equally important role in the formation of hemoglobin, the iron-containing protein within red blood cells that binds and transports oxygen. Without sufficient B6, hemoglobin production slows down and red blood cells become smaller and less capable of carrying oxygen efficiently. This can lead to microcytic anemia, characterized by small, pale red blood cells and symptoms such as shortness of breath, fatigue, and poor concentration. B6 also supports the synthesis of neurotransmitters and enzymes that keep red blood cells structurally stable and functionally resilient. Rich sources of vitamin B6 include bananas, poultry, especially chicken and turkey, potatoes, sunflower seeds, and fortified cereals, all of which are easy to incorporate into a regular eating pattern. Together, B6, B9, and B12 form a tightly coordinated system for red blood cell production and maintenance. B6 ensures hemoglobin is made properly. B9 provides the building blocks for cell division. And B12 enables folate to function while also protecting the structural integrity of developing cells. When any one of these nutrients is lacking, red blood cells are either too few, too large, or too weak to perform their critical role. But when all three are present in adequate amounts, the result is a steady supply of robust, oxygen-rich red blood cells that circulate efficiently and energize every tissue in the body. A balanced diet that includes whole grains, leafy greens, legumes, lean meats, dairy, eggs, and fortified products can supply all three of these essential nutrients. For example, a day that starts with fortified cereal and milk includes a spinach and lentil salad at lunch, and finishes with grilled chicken and roasted potatoes can deliver a powerful boost to red blood cell health. Especially for individuals at risk, including the elderly, people with digestive disorders, pregnant women, or those on restrictive diets, being mindful of B vitamin intake is a simple yet vital step in preventing anemia and preserving vitality. In the grand system of human physiology, red blood cells are tireless couriers of oxygen, and the B vitamins are their architects, craftsmen, and quality control inspectors. Without them, the blood loses its energy-delivering power. With them, it becomes a well-oiled transport network, carrying the breath of life to every cell, every moment.